the conversation.
Garrett was just saying, now you're 507.
Boom.
That's like 10 people.
Wow, your money, dude.
Yeah, Tyler's on it.
I bet you they were all from your last live stream.
Yeah, they had to be.
Well, they didn't have to be.
They should have been.
They could have been.
How's it going, guys?
Hi,
I'm curious, how many of you guys were just on the other live stream? I know Tyler was, of course. Louis, were you on the other live stream just now? Or were you over here on Patreon? Just show hands. There's a couple of you guys here. I'm just curious if you guys were on the regular live stream too.
I was just telling Brian, I should have said it on the other live stream, but I enjoy the Patreon stream so much better because some of what's fun is with the live streaming is that you get to actually have the conversation. And it was cool, being one of you guys, Patreon supporters, that we all get to have the conversation round and round, with Brian and with each other and everything like that. It's just because it's less people, it just makes it a lot, more fun. So
you gotta take that up with Marshall, Nathan. Marshall confirmed BMG and says it's Marshall's fault. Marshall, here's the bus. Here's you. Nathan, you're getting a sticker anyway, man. Yeah.
I am on Patreon.
Garrett's actually tied for number 1.
I'm tied now?
Yeah, Chris
Sexton? Chris. I only pay him that much so that I can say I'm number 1.
Better bump it up, Hartle.
Why would he tie me? He should at least bid me. You can't take my number 1 away with a tie. It's like an auction. You got to go higher. Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah.
So no, I not only am I number 1, but who was your first Patreon supporter?
Yeah, well, Garrett was all, yeah, okay.
I was the first Patreon supporter. And it's because he couldn't figure out how to get his Patreon account up, and he and I had been talking about it. So I PayPal'd him $50, and I said, "There, it counts. I'm the first." So before you even had your Patreon account,
I followed most of the story except for the part where you said I couldn't figure something out.
There was some, or it just came
I'm
later
pretty sure
than
it was
I thought.
you couldn't figure something out. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe I couldn't figure something. Maybe I just handed it to him. But yeah, I know.
Oh, thank you, Nathan.
We're pretty.
Oh, bring your sticker. You're gonna be in Tinley? Let's bring. I got a big sticker for you, bro. Oh, thank you, Louis. I had fun doing that. I literally. Garrett's my witness. I blew my. I honestly. I hate to sound like a. No, I'll go ahead. No,
yeah,
I'm gonna be non-humble for a second.
I dare you. Try to be less non-humble than me.
I started playing the riff and I was like, oh, I'm playing it. And I was like, I was, oh, I guess I got it now. Let's just go with it.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun in editing because I started the song when I normally do and then just like shifted right over to Brian playing. He just took it acoustically from there. So
I didn't even.
It was
fun. But that I didn't realize that it was actually I had actually like done it until I saw it on the video and you played it. And I was like, whoa, it transitioned very well.
It fit perfectly. Yeah.
Fun. I love playing music.
So I hope you guys like that stuff. I know you guys are Brian Cusco supporters, so you'll be into like people and stuff like that. But my channel, a lot of times people are like, show me more snakes. And today was just, my wife and Brian helped me out because of the bad back and things. So I'm glad the people who watched it enjoyed it.
Say hi to your wife for me, Tyler. Sorry, I'm eating, guys. I was thinking we'd be back at Garrett's and looking at Super Dwarfs by now, but obviously that didn't happen.
I don't have a Patreon account.
Garrett's not on Patreon. He just
I guess is it work like YouTube? Like I have an account on Patreon, but you wouldn't support me, or I'm not asking for support.
You don't have you're not a creator on Patreon. You're
Does it have to be that way?
I don't know.
I bet you could probably send me money or something, but you can send me money if you want to. I don't have a Patreon account. I have a YouTube account, which is Reach Out Reptiles. I now have an Instagram account, which is Brian and my wife's conspiracy against me to make me do more work, which is Reach Out Reptiles.
Yeah.
And it's Garrett Hartle on Facebook. But that's why he keeps pushing it, because it's funny for him.
Yeah, you won't find Reach Out Reptiles on Patreon.
Yeah, I Oh, you mean like can't find it as one of his supporters? It definitely is there because my bank account
No,
says so.
no, she means she couldn't find Real Sharp Reptiles on because you're Garrett Hartle on. You're not. Oh,
I might be Garrett Hartle, yeah.
yeah. He might be Garrett Hartle. I've never had a doubt in my mind. From the day I met this dude,
From
the day I met this guy, there was not a doubt in my mind that he was very much Garrett Hartle.
The Garrett. The Garrett. Guys, we're tired. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I also really appreciate the people that, I mean, I appreciate everybody, of course. And that's not a joke, I do. But I really have a special place in my heart for the people that enjoy all the content because I put my heart into every single video I put out. And so, you know, whether it has snakes or not, it's something, it comes from in here. So how could I not appreciate people that appreciate that? It's like, that's my heart and soul going into what I'm doing, and seeing people enjoy it, it like makes it that much better for me to do it. It makes it like exponentially better.
We're not on our way. We just picked up the trailer and truck that we're going to be going. So we're heading out early Thursday morning. We're going to drive all day Thursday, even though it's only like a 7-hour drive if you go straight. We're going to hit some reptile people up on the way to Tinley. So we'll most likely be getting in late Thursday night. So that's the way to do it. For those of you guys that haven't been to Tinley before, I've vended a lot of shows and stuff, but literally when I go to Tinley, it's for Friday and Saturday night US ARC auction. So, but those are the best parts. If you get the VIP pass and you go in Friday as the vendors are setting up, it's a really cool dynamic and stuff that you get to see. And then the US ARC auction Saturday night is not to be missed.
Yeah, the Tinley auction is like no other. If you've been to a US ARC auction, then you know it can be pretty cool. Like especially when Phil's running it, Phil's hilarious. I love Phil's hilarity and his dry Indiana sense of humor. That I just love it. And personally, I like Phil's the best because I personally like Phil the most. I just do. I
do too. But Brian Potter is like Comedy Central status.
Yeah, that is true. I almost died laughing at my first. It was either my first or second. I can't even remember now. Either my first or it was the first Tinley US ARC auction I went to with Brian Potter emceeing. I hurt myself laughing. It was a very specific moment, but it was definitely a Brian Potter moment. Like nobody would have pulled that moment off like Brian Potter does on that MC at the auction. Not kid friendly. Well, depending on your kids. I'd bring my kids, but it's not everybody's kids.
You would bring your kids to that?
Okay. I thought Garrett put his kids through more stuff than I did. Apparently, Tinley auction's
not that
out.
kind of stuff.
Not that kind of stuff. Okay. Maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe not.
Good times.
I would like to bring the kids to Tinley sometime. Maybe. If you bring your kids to Tinley, I'll bring my kids to Tinley.
We've said that before. I brought my kids to Tinley
when?
Before.
Not when I was there.
Probably before I knew you. So, trivia question. Does anyone know how or why we ended up knowing each other? What or who instigated that situation?
Tinley was involved, so that's an appropriate segue into that question.
Plus, I think you've said it multiple times on your different vlogs and stuff.
It's very possible.
Or Triple B TV. No, it wasn't. Well, I mean, he did want to do an interview with me, but specifically...
Not because that's not...
Brian
I didn't know
reached out to me because of someone, and said, hey, we need to meet.
It's okay if you guys don't know. It's not like
this was like way back in the Triple B days. Close, Kenny. You said Jay.
Yeah,
pretty close.
That was close.
And a good guess.
Yeah, that's a big hint right there. I mean, that's like...
Yeah. That wasn't Jay. Very close. You're barking up the right tree.
I'm thinking somebody's gonna get it.
Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Of course I remember what you're talking about.
Okay, I don't know. I forget what you're talking about
There,
right now.
Marshall got it.
Tim, yeah, Laura, good guess, Brian Barczyk, but yeah, Tim O'Reilly. How'd the story go?
Well, I was actually, Brian was there. I was at Jay's.
Barczyk?
Yeah. Brian was having a meetup at Jay's. And I was getting ready. Brian and myself were both getting ready to head out to Tinley from Jay's. And I was there during the day before everybody got there. I was hanging out with Tim. We were checking stuff out. And I told him I was going to Tinley. And I was trying to talk Tim into going to Tinley. He's like, you know what? No, but he's like, one of my favorite. He didn't say one of my. He said, my favorite person in the world is going to be at Tinley.
I love you too, Tim.
And you should meet him. And he was talking about Garrett.
He's not watching this, but
No, he's
somebody
not.
can tell him
Yeah.
that I said that.
And he went and showed me a picture of Garrett working. He's like, this guy right here. He's like, you gotta.
Gave you the mug
he's
shot?
Like, he's like, you will like this guy. Like you, I think that you got when you go to Tinley, you have to meet Garrett. You got to reach out. It's like, and so coming from Tim, like immediately as soon as he said it, I was like, okay, well, let me see if I can find him on Facebook. I went out and sent a message like, hey, Tim says I got to meet you.
Yeah, you name drop Tim O'Reilly around me and you're in, same thing. It's like Tim says, I got to meet this guy and he's interested in meeting me just because I'm a cool person. That says it because, I think a lot of times people want to be friends with you for what you can offer them, at the shows and reptile industry and stuff. It's like, oh, I want to know Garrett because I want one of his super dwarfs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like, nah, this guy said you're cool, so we got to see it. I don't know about you guys, but I suspect you guys are in the same boat. Sharing your life with cool people is what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be on this stream if you didn't think that was the case.
I agree.
So
Yeah, I'm missing my tripod right now. I'm gonna switch hands. Oh, my left hand is gone. Oh wow, that feels so weird.
Jay and Tim.
Jay and Tim were the ones who got started.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
you
me
scroll
too.
back far enough, you'll find me on there too.
Yeah.
Hello,
Woohoo! America.
America.
Let's see if I can get the shot of this truck if it pulls away. That was an appropriate comment. I hope they make a right turn.
Turn around.
I'm going to. There we go. Nice.
Yeah, Jay and Tim, both really good guys. People ask me that a lot, because I used to work there. I think everybody knows Tim's a good guy because everyone says it all the time. Jay is a really awesome guy too. When you get to know him, just like as a person, aside from all the business stuff, and Barczyk, same thing for that matter, right? Super cool guy.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have traveled with him multiple times. If I don't like somebody, I have no urge to or desire to be around them, pretty much. I mean, so that was not meant to be a compliment.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Brian. Just never ending. Talking me up. Talkity, Garrett.
Talked into these things.
Do you guys know why the description is that way? You were on the last stream?
Yeah, everybody was on the last stream. They know why the description. You don't need. We're done talking about Garrett. Okay, bye. So, Marshall, we'll make sure that you can lift some heavy stuff. I was just kidding. We'll make sure that, Marshall, there's going to be plenty of heavy stuff to lift coming up real quick here. Not just at Jay's. How did you do that? I don't know what this guy is all about or how he does the things he does, but I hang out with him for... That's good. That's like an extension. Wait till you guys see Friday's vlog. It'll be that. There's gonna be a segment in Friday's vlog for you to watch that everything that just happened right there is gonna make a whole lot more sense, and you wouldn't have known that before that happened. If that makes sense.
We had some fun vlogging around the city of Pittsburgh today.
Yeah, definitely.
That was pretty cool. I was super impressed with the drone footage that he got. I honestly think you should just make a music video of it.
I'm glad to hear that's in recession now, Laura. That's a...
What's that?
Hope State. Laura's 6 months in recession from cancer, so...
Oh, cool.
Garrett knows that feels like. He's like 6 hours.
We don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah, true.
Still losing. Here,
Still-
take it. Want to see it?
Uh,
Patreon supporters. There it is. That's the old one. That's the new one. Oh.
yeah. It looked much more disgusting on Friday's vlog. Oh. The Friday's vlog should be... I have not touched a single piece of what's going to be Friday's vlog yet. But it's going to be dense. There's literally everything from when I left Carla's in... Basically, when I was at Syracuse Airport in New York until like a couple hours ago is all going to be Friday's vlog. So that's
3 days?
3 days. 3 days is going to be squished into 15 minutes. I'm going to see if I can do it. So it should be jam-packed. Should be good. Should we get back to the house?
I think we should probably...
Let's probably get back to the house. If you guys got any... you guys have any pressing concerns or something you want to see? You guys want to see us like stand on our heads or something weird like that? I can't speak for Garrett, but
I can stand on his head.
Yeah, I'd like to fulfill any last requests before we get on the road and get to our final destination here before we drive ourselves crazy doing things that I feel like we're destined to do, but somehow we just keep speed bump. Seriously. I'm really glad you guys should have seen. You guys should have seen these guys that were like coming up on my camera. We were keeping close watch. I had my one camera there filming on the corner, getting a time lapse, which is something I mean to do and something I always, when I'm flying my drone, is like, you gotta take advantage of that opportunity that I'm staying stationary filming at something nice and set the other camera up and let it do a time lapse while that's happening. Seems like, and I almost always forget to do that, but this time I didn't. But it's nice to have a second set of eyes here, so that I can focus on flying the drone, and he can, kind of keep an eye out for the camera that's being stationary, doing that time lapse. And we popped up right out of the corner. These dudes were mobbing up like they were ready to grab this camera. It was like so obvious.
They were actually talking about it when I hopped up there, and then like, oh no, is that your camera? They're like, cool. Is that your boat? No, that's not my boat. They're like, let's take the boat.
Yeah, they were a little rough around there. They reminded me of some guys I grew up with when I was like 13, but these guys were like in their 30s.
They're actually pretty fun guys.
They were funny. They're funny, but
glad I didn't have to kill them.
Yeah,
we're not losing any more cameras on this channel. Maybe until Tinley.
Yeah. I'd like to hear the story. Plan B, the boat. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's the boat. Jeez. They were pretty funny, and I did plug my channel on there. They ended up doing a Facebook Live video, and I plugged my channel on their Facebook Live video.
You scumbag. Reach Out Reptiles and Garrett Hartle would never do that.
I know. All right, we're gonna get on the road, guys. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Garrett appreciates you guys too. And yeah.
We'll see at least some of you at Tinley.
Yeah, we'll see some of you guys at Tinley. We will have fun. We will drive safe.
Thank you, Aaron.
Garrett promises to. And I'll be in touch. Be making posts. Be two videos tomorrow. Triple B TV and the vlog channel. So, Marshall, see you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.